The Bolshoi Theater, 200 seasons. The Bolshoi Theater is a unique phenomenon of culture. Its stage has united words, music, singing, dancing, and fine arts, providing a source for people to express their creative gifts. The theater came into being on March the 17th, 1776, when Catherine II signed a decree for its creation. After the first fire on Znamenka Street, this structure was built on Petrovka Street, where the Bolshoi now stands. In 1805, it was also razed, but was soon rebuilt. Muscovites enjoyed the new theater for 29 years, until again a fire broke out. When the Bolshoi was burning, we felt as though a dear friend was perishing, one who had provided us with such wonderful thoughts and feelings. That is how the contemporaries had mourned the loss of their beloved theater. In 1856, the Bolshoi was reopened, and it lives today. Soloists Galina Borisova and Nina Grigorieva. Scenes from Tchaikovsky's opera, The Queen of Spades. The development of national art in the theater had constantly been resisted. But despite everything, it continued seeking expression, avoiding the vogue for everything French, for conventionalism and the mania for Italian art. The scene of the ball from the opera Ivan Susani. Gypsy dance from the ballet Don Quixote, performed by Larissa Trembovilska. In the Russian dance from Swan Lake. Such a variety of national dances emanated from the nature of the people, their life and occupation. The school of the classical dance has mastered different manners and movements of national dances and worked out its common language. The Dance of the Little Swans. Lake contains the choreography of different generations of Ivanov, Petipa, Gorsky, and Grigorovich. Lyudmila Semeniaka and Alexander Godunov. The Bolshoi's chief choreographer Yuri Grigorovich, composer Andrei Shpai and conductor Algis Zuraitis, artist Simon Virsaladze, Vladimir Vasilyev, Natalia Besmertnova and Mikhail Lavrovsky. All are creators of the new ballet Angara. It is exceedingly difficult to express the multiformity of present-day life through the language of the dance.
Molto crescendo!
The Bolshoi theater constantly approaches the new in art. After the Great October Socialist Revolution, 84 operas and ballets of Soviet composers have been staged there. Quite recently, another new ballet by Yuri Grigorovich appeared on the stage to Prokofiev's music Ivan Grozny or Ivan the Terrible. Natalia Vesmertnova dances the main part. Plisetskaya admits that the subject of Lev Tolstoy's Anna Karenina has been attracting her and composer Rodion Shchedrin for a long time. In the new ballet, the famous ballerina made her debut as a director and choreographer. The realization of a great prosaic work in ballet is in itself a risky matter. The production differs from the classical traditions of Russian ballet. It is, in a way, an attempt by Maya Plisetskaya to portray the complicated feelings of the heroine of the novel in a pantomime dance. She first sang the part of Carmen here on the stage of the Bolshoi Theater with the famous Italian tenor Mario del Monaco. Arhipova as Carmen was a revelation to the Italian public. It's not easy to sing Carmen for 20 years. The part is very interesting but requires tremendous physical effort. Carmen is my favorite role and also the public's. Therefore, I was quite excited. But you heard and saw the result, and I'm happy. Carmen was Georges Bizet's last opera. Soon after it had flopped to Paris, Bizet died. Tchaikovsky predicted its future correctly, saying, "A short time will pass, and Carmen will be the most popular opera in the world." The Bolshoi Orchestra has great musicians conducting it: Altani, Suk, Ippolitov Ivanov, Golovanov. Tchaikovsky and Rachmaninoff had also conducted here. Vladimir Vasilyev and Maris Liepa, two outstanding performers, in Aram Khachaturian's ballet Spartacus, staged by the choreographer Grigorovich. In this production, the male dancers revealed a vividly distinctive feature of the Soviet choreographical school. Maris Liepa says,
Я могу, конечно, сказать, что мне в творчестве очень повезло.
I was rather fortunate in creative work. I like to dance with Marina Kondratyeva, and we believe in each other. This is important for creative work, for the stage, for the spark that we must bring to the audience in order to find a contact with them, and you can do it alone.
Marina
Kondratyeva is an excellent ballerina, one of the best in the Bolshoi. I say one of the best because no one can be the best. A scene from Adan's classical ballet, Giselle.
Каждый, мне кажется, актер.
I believe each actor strives to be in the Bolshoi theater,
Но именно попасть вот в эту лабораторию, или можно...
to be in this laboratory, this temple of art, where the very best is created, where great artists work, Ulanova, Semyonova.
Где вот сегодня работают Уланова, Семенова. Сцена, по которой ходили те, от которых мы переняли эстафету, в самом...
The stage which was danced on by those who work, we're continuing. Plasticity, the creation of an image, is an art that can only be passed on from person to person. The 200th anniversary of the Bolshoi Theater is a holiday for all of the multinational Soviet culture. The Bolshoi was an excellent example on which musical theaters in the Soviet republics were modeled. Its creative group, carrying on the best classical traditions, as workers of the arts of various nationalities. Several generations of artists who carried the great art through years of trial marked the 175th jubilee of the theater after the war. Mikhailov, Kozlovsky and Raisin, Ivanov and Lemishev, Obukhova, Spiller and Lepeshinskaya, Ballerina Geltzer, Ballerina Krieger and artist Fyodorovsky, conductors Fire, Melik Pashayev, Golovanov. Then congratulations on the 200th jubilee. Today, along with renowned artists, we have those of the new generation. The theater's Director General, Georgy Ivanov. Our Bolshoi Theater, speeches and congratulations began with these words. Old friends, veterans of the stage and war veterans met here. Sincere words of gratefulness and appreciation were heard, and gifts were presented. Envoys from the republics, scientists, fellow artists. Well-known artists and theatrical functionaries arrived here on that day from many countries of the world. The famous Cuban ballerina Alicia Alonso, who has often danced on the Bolshoi stage. The Italian painter Alexander Benoit. The French choreographer Serge Liffard presented the Bolshoi an invaluable relic, a score published in 1776, and photos of Tchaikovsky and Shalapin with his signature. once again flowers and congratulations. But when members of the Stanislavski and Nemirovich-Danchenko Theater entered, no words were required. There were 200 candles on the birthday cake. The honor to cut it was presented to Ekaterina Maximova. On behalf of the party and government, Viktor Grishin, a member of the Politburo of the party's Central Committee and first secretary of the Moscow Party Committee, pins the Second Order of Lenin to the theater's banner. In his greetings to the Bolshoi, Leonid Brezhnev noted, "The Bolshoi theater is our pride. It has traversed in 2 centuries a glorious path, rich in outstanding artistic achievement. The authority of the Bolshoi theater is universally recognized. The ideas of friendship of the peoples, humanism and progress, which its art promotes, find a grateful response in the hearts of listeners and the audiences of the whole world." The 203rd graduation of the oldest ballet school. This first performance on the famous stage will be unforgettable to the graduates. One of the wonderful traditions of the Bolshoi theater is continuity of generations, and therein lies the secret of its everlasting youth. No wonder many of the famous artists are prize winners of the Leninist Komsomol. Galina Ulanova. Much has been and continues being written about her inspiring dancing. She creates such an undefinable illusion of poetry, tenderness and fire that the audience greets her with the same adoration that children have for a fairy tale princess. Her wonderful art inspired composer Sergei Prokofiev to write the music for the ballet Romeo and Juliet. My pedagogical and coaching work naturally helps me to learn what the youngsters want and how I can assist them. And I take part with them in creative work. I find in them, so to say, my second or third youth, Therefore, it is interesting to work with them. Everything is based on classical ballet because without classical training, it's like making words without letters. The Bolshoi theater, says Galina Ulanova, is the conscience of art. Like a magnet, it draws into its ranks the best creative forces, finding and developing future talents. There was a time when choreographers came to Russia from
Буду
Alexander Ognitzev has been singing in the Bolshoi for 28 seasons. He says, "The Bolshoi is my home, my university, my destiny." A genuine artist always keeps up with the times. What are new talents? Primarily, they are a new expression of creativity. Nadezhda Pavlova's first season. Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite, a perfect artistic work, a symphony of childhood on the verge of youth, with its hopes and dreams. She behaved normally at the exams. She did what everyone else did, the same way, but slightly different, and everything was inexplicable. That is how Nadezhda bid farewell to her home. Then success at the Moscow Festival. And now big ballet and work under the guidance of the outstanding ballerina Marina Semyonova. Pas de deux from the Nutcracker Suite, Nadezhda Pavlova and Vyacheslav Gurdiev. A whole lifetime lies before them. The joy of inspiration and the continuation of the traditions of great artists who were applauded in this hall for 200 years for their distinctive art, revealing the wealth and generosity of the soul, of the wisdom and character of the Russian people. Leonid Sobinov, Antonina Nezhdanova, Fyodor Shalyapin. While the traditions live, while people continue drawing from the Bolshoi theater all that is wise, fine, and eternal, its attractive force and constant love of the people will never disappear.